live right now at the intersection of University and Dale in St. Paul, Minnesota for the Mother's March. Mothers and family members of victims of police violence are gathered here today. Not only local Minnesota moms, but also family members and mothers from around the country have flown in to Minnesota for this. So we're gathering here at University and Dale, and I believe the plan is to march down University to the Minnesota State Capitol. That's how I ended up right here.
Okay.
I'll stop by the flag.
I saw you walking. I was like, there's Alex.
He said he was going to be here at 11. Open up. Open up. Open up. Open up. Open up. All cases. 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 Open up. All cases.
You couldn't hear that last chant. They were saying all cases open up in reference to all of the cases of police murder, police brutality, calls to reopen all of the cases. Again, we're live in St. Paul at the intersection of University and Dale for the Mother's March.
Yeah, you can work your way in, but we want to have people more in the park. Thank you.
GH5S. I don't have the deposit situation. Don't shoot, I got the G9. I just randomly say that shit. Fuck Twitter.
So we got all the families in the front here. Let us put a fist up for all the families out here today.
Fist up!
What's happening today needs to be spread throughout the entire world. They need to understand that this is what it's about. It's not about the community leaders. It's not about the media. It's not about the popularity. It's not about me. It's not about 10K. It's not about any of this stuff. What it's about is the victims. It's about justice. And it's about the free people of America. And that's why we're here today. That's why we're marching every day. And we will continue to march until all the cases are open. And then even further than that, until all the people responsible for the deaths have been convicted. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough!
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 I can't hear you guys. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough!
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 This is where all the community leaders should be right now. All the people that are saying the families' names when they're on their platform should be here right now. Getting to know them personally. Helping them no matter what. Just shut up and help. I've experienced death in my arms. I've seen death. I've seen what it does to families. It rips families apart. They never get over it. It stays with them forever. Forever. And it actually goes through generation through generation through generation. That pain does not leave. So we as the community must support them. We must have their back. I was fortunate enough to be with the mothers yesterday, and one chant that I heard is said, "We have your back.
We got 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 your back!
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 And that's what it's about.
Watch my back.
I'm under attack! You got my back!
I got your back. You got my back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
I got your back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
I got your back.
I got your back!
I got your back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
I got your 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 back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
I got your back!
I got your back.
I got your back!
I got your back.
I got your back!
I got your back.
I got your back!
Watch my back. I'm under attack. You got my back.
I got your back!
You got my back.
John. What's her name?
Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. Everybody, we appreciate it. We have
Cali, baby.
They have flown in from all over the country to be here.
To share. How many families?
That was 150 from LA.
50. So you gonna have to cut them up and try to get most of the people with the and maybe instead of a couple, maybe one apiece.
She told me the chant 2 years ago when I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I kept singing it, and she right there. There go the chant lady right there. And that's her husband, Brock.
Yeah.
We riding with each other out here today, y'all.
Yeah.
We're from California.
We ride.
We ride.
We ride.
So we got all over the country, like I said, we've all lost loved ones by the hands of the police, and we're tired, and we're not going to continue to be separated. We're in this fight together, and we all have our. We're taking control of our own voices. We're taking control of the narratives that have been placed before us. We're tired of the lies, and we're here to demand justice for all stolen lives.
All of them.
Not one, not two, all of them. So thank you to the natives here for the beautiful performance and the prayer here. Thank you. What time is it? Is it 12:50?
12:23.
Okay. So, yep. We have. I'll get you. You want to come up first?
Maybe you want to use my microphone?
Is it too quiet?
I feel like
Is this loud enough? Okay. I do have Pastor Brian here. We're going to have a prayer over the march.
Hey everybody, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Like Tayo said earlier, you see a lot of people screaming these families' names, but when the families is here, they ain't nowhere to be found.
Yep.
And so all that exploitation and playing around with our people's pain and our community, that's about to stop. Okay? Because guess what? There's hurt behind here, and we're gonna get every single killer in the system. I'm telling you right now, in Minnesota, everybody knows what we're on, okay? And every single killer cop in Minneapolis that's got away, and you think you got away with murder, your name's on the time stamp list, and we finna get you. I promise to God, we're gonna get every single one of you guys. You're not going to get away. So if you think we're just marching, we got your names, we're pulling up the addresses. I want to tell y'all this too. We're pulling up to graduations, after COVID, we going to your schools, your mama's funerals, all that. I'm gonna show you what pressure feels like, okay? I love y'all, and we're gonna get this pressure, okay?
That's what's up.
Fist up.
Fist up.
Fist up.
We got flowers
we
for
all
all the
that.
families. Please take one and pass it to a family member.
Pastor, you want to come up here and pray?
And that's on behalf of 10K, because 10K has your back.
Yes.
Let's go, church.
So make sure all the families have a flower. Then we're going to have the pastor lead us in prayer, because we want there to be a peaceful protest in remembrance.
Amen. To the family, our hearts and prayers are with you all. I decided that I didn't need to be in church today, that I needed to be out here with you all.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Want me to say it?
Say that again.
I decided, and I felt led by the Spirit actually, that I wasn't supposed to be in church today, that I was supposed to be out here with you all.
you give me your number.
It is important that we continue this fight for our freedom. And you're right, sister, this is church. This is church. This is church. And so it's important to fight for our freedom. It's important that we understand
struggle. And so my prayer is that you don't grow weary. Don't grow weary in the battle. Don't grow weary in doing good. But continue to fight. Continue to struggle. Because we ain't free. Ain't one of us free until all of us get free. So Father, here we are and here you are. And God, we call on you now. Let your justice grow down like mighty waters and your righteousness flow like ever-flowing streams. Father, we're asking you to turn the hearts of the people and to reopen all these cases by your power, Father, and by your might, oh God. Father, we pray for these families, and we ask that you continue to strengthen them. You continue to comfort them. You continue to be with them, Father. Bring healing. Bring hope. Bring restoration. And bring justice. In the matchless name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
No peace, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice,
no peace.
You got it?
no peace.
Okay. It's 100. It's 100 level. That's really helpful. Thank you.
Fired up! We out here, right? And we out here to demand that they open up every last damn case. Yeah. You see on our faces, open up the cases. My brother Tyrone West was brutally murdered in Baltimore City. But I'm not just here for Tyrone West. I'm here for all the damn victims of police brutality and a murder. Police brutality needs to stop. Killer cops need cell blocks. They lock us up. It's time their asses go to jail. Nothing less, nothing short. For 363 weeks non-stop, me and my family of protesters been fighting non-stop for accountability in Baltimore. Not just for all the cases in Baltimore, like Anthony Anderson, Abdul, Jamal, the list goes on, Captain Cooper, everybody. Corinne Gaines, everybody. Say all their names. Gina K, all their names. Gina Bass, India Kager. We demand accountability for every last victim. This is a dirty ass system. It's easy to fight. Just kill a cop. Let's be clear. This is deeper than kill a cop. Because in my brother case, we got the crooked medical examiners. Yes. The lies for the goddamn police. The crooked judges that don't care to prosecute these goddamn cases. The corrupt state's attorney's office. Everybody is guilty as hell, and it's time all of them go to jail. Every last one. We can knock it down and build it back up. While the Al Sharptons of the world sleeping at night, our family still goddamn breathing. Nothing is wrong. We demand that they open up every last case. Because every case matters. Every case matters. What matters?
Every case.
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 Yes, so I'm here to represent every last case of police brutality. Thank God, love God.
there with all the families across this nation, fighting for justice for our children. We stop until all of the officers and all of the cases be open for our children. So there will be justice across the United States. Standing for families, there's so many families whose names have not been heard, whose voices have not been seen. So we stand in representation of them today. I thank God for my husband constantly being by my side and every family to know that victory is already won. Keep standing on the promises of God and knowing that victory is already won. We are victorious. We will win. It is already sealed and done because if we stand in love, stand in peace, stand in justice for what is right. For what is right. And that is for these officers to stop killing our children unjustly and getting away with it. You will not stop. Police accountability is what we're asking for. Every case to be open. Every case to be open. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Prosecute the police.
No peace.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
No justice!
No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
All right, family. I am affectionately known to the community as Uncle Bobby. I am the uncle of Oscar Grant from the movie Fruitvale Station. How many of you seen the movie Fruitvale Station? Well, my nephew is Oscar Grant. First, let's give a shout out for George Floyd. Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
George Floyd. That's right. That's right. Listen, I want 15 seconds of silence for all those who have been murdered since George Floyd was murdered, so that you'll know at least 125 to 150 has been murdered since George Floyd has been murdered. 15 seconds of silence, please.
Fist up, fist up, fist up.
Thank you, family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just going to be real quick. I just wanted to say, this is what democracy looks like. Can I hear you say that? This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Hey, listen, listen, listen. Everyone that is out here,
At the Capitol.
everyone that is out here, George Floyd can't get justice. What it's going to take is for the community to remain out in support of the family. You need to stand with the family. You need to pray with the family. You definitely need to go back and forth to court with the family. You need to let the system know that you're just not going to turn a blind eye and go home. And as long as they know that you're standing out here, they will know that you're not just going to let these officers just get off and go home. You hear what I'm saying? Because for the first time in California state history, because of a crowd just like this, Johannes Messley, the officer that killed my nephew, was convicted. He was charged, arrested, convicted, and sent to jail. So I'm here to bring you good news. It can happen. It can happen.
It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen.
Thank you. So in closing, from the Oscar Grant family, myself, Uncle Bobby, we love all of you being out here in support. We thank you for standing up, letting the world know that black lives do matter and that George Floyd will get justice.
All power to the people!
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 Thank you!
I know. Okay. Yeah, we got
Yeah, but we about to start marching, but remember this. We more than hashtags and body bags. We more than being 6 feet in the dirt and picking buttons on t-shirts. Our freaking lives matter. And the same way they can walk white terrorists who are murdering people, they can do the same thing when it comes to our loved ones. F the police, and we demand accountability. Mic check.
So, we are heading to the Capitol, you guys. Everybody, let everybody know it's not ending there. We have a lot of things to do there, and we're just beginning. So thank you again for being here. We're going to give some instruction, and we're going to get going.
Okay, this is going to be an organized, safe march, right? With a whole lot of energy. So what we need to do is we're going to follow these 2 trucks right here, and then it's going to be all the families. So we need to make sure all the families are in the front. So let's not try to surpass the families. Let's get them the respect they deserve, and let's support them. Because we have their... What? We got yo. We got yo. We got yo. So let's do that as we march. Let's have their back. Let's stand behind them. All media in front of them, or wherever you guys want to go. And also we have a safety plan where we have some the freedom fighters out here to help us. So give it up for the freedom fighters. And we'll hold it down.
Will you call for Amber Carr? She's handicapped, so she needs a seat in your truck.
Okay, and Amber Carr, we need Amber Carr to the truck, to the front, please. Amber Carr to the front. So we're gonna have the security, the mothers. We're gonna have security, media, mothers, and then the rest of the march. So we're all gonna follow the truck. God bless you guys, and we love you guys, and thank you for the support. So let's get ready to march. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! When I say what we marching for, you say for them. What we marching for? 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 Let's do it.
Let's get it!
Yeah, you can be right here by me. Hey, Jay, John, you gonna be right up there with us? Hey, you come on here. I got you. I got you. The sheriff. Hey. We're trying to get the mothers up here.
Amber Carr, one more time.
Amber Carr! Amber Carr, come to the front! Amber Carr, come to the front!
We have a spot for you, Hey everyone, for those just tuning in, we're live in St. Paul, Minnesota right now on University Avenue at Dale. We're about to start marching to the Minnesota State Capitol. This is the Mother's March. Family members and friends and mothers of victims of police violence and police murder have gathered here, Take a Knee Nation, raised money to fly moms in from across the country for a weekend of activities together, but also this very large march that is about to get started. So if you haven't shared this video already, probably be great to share right as soon as the march gets started.
Those strikes that are right over there.
I have this flag in my front window, and I put it in my car a lot. It's nice to see here. Yep. Freedom fighters. Yeah, that's one of the first times I've seen that flag. I have that. I got a couple of them in Washington, D.C. a few times at a conference, and I've only seen it one other time in the last month.
Even though I feel safe, I feel pretty intimidated.
I'm not sure. I think
My phone is not gonna last.
if they can't, then they'll more than likely get on the back of it. They just don't want anybody. They'll take care of me. See how I like to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, your mother. You know,
The march is gonna head this way. I'm just waiting in the shade because it's really hot out here. I'm afraid my phone's gonna overheat and cut out on you at some point. If it does at any point while you're watching, I'll let it cool off and I'll start a stream again. So keep an eye out for another one if you notice this one stops abruptly.
This guy really doesn't know anything about my life. You didn't read that part. Under disclaimer. To do bylaws. You guys are making up all these bylaws. The gossip. The gossip bylaws.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for interviewing our family member.
Yeah, I'll put up I'm not live right now, which I usually am, which sucks, but I will put up a little video and we'll try to get some word out there.
All right.
I personally hadn't even heard the story too, so it would be good to get his story out there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, no, thank you. And you all feel free to contact Unicorn Rag if you want. I don't have my card on me, but our email is really readable.
Thank you, appreciate it. But I just want to greet you one more time.
Thank you, yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hey. All right, how are you?
Good.
Tough.
Yeah, it is. There's so many families out here I've never even heard of.
I know.
So much stories to get, man. This is insane. Like I just heard two. I only talked to two people, and already those I've never heard their stories. Wow. This is.
It's great. It's just also a concerning time for people to travel. I hope that it doesn't.
Right.
Cause other
For
problems.
sure. Especially at these times, man. It's skyrocketing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
things are weird right now. It's like great that this is happening, but I'm also like worried for people.
That's true.
Get everybody right here, just kind of move to the sidewalk because we're going to bring this pickup truck.
Hey, we want a couple security by the mouth.
people of color down. It ends with us. God bless you. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
How you doing today?
Everybody, right.
Yeah, the security. Yeah, when I'm talking, I'm not talking about security. I'm talking about everybody else. You guys don't even know what to do. Everybody else fine if you're trying to family. Black lives matter here. Black lives matter here. Black lives matter here.
Black lives they matter here.
Black lives matter here.
Said women's lives they matter here.
Women's lives matter here.
Said women's lives they matter here. I said women's lives they matter here. I said women's lives they matter here. I said native lives they matter here. I said native lives they matter here.
Native lives matter
I
here.
said native lives they matter here.
Native lives matter
I
here.
said native lives they matter here.
Native lives matter
I
here.
said Hmong lives they matter here.
Hmong lives matter
I said Hmong lives they matter here.
Hmong lives matter
I said Hmong lives they matter here.
Hmong lives matter
I said Hmong lives they matter here. I said disabled lives they matter here. I said disabled lives they matter here.
How are you?
I said disabled lives they matter here. If George don't get it, shut it down. I said if George don't get it,
Shut it down.
I said if George don't get it,
Shut it down.
if Brian don't get it,
Shut it down.
I said if Brian don't get it,
Shut it down.
I said if Brian don't get it,
Shut it down.
if Breonna don't get it,
Shut it down.
if Breonna don't get it,
Shut it down.
if Breonna don't get it,
Shut it down.
stop the truck, stop.
Shut it down.
I'm here to hold it.
Shut it down.
All the security first. They said the security first. All the security.
Excuse me.
All right, we need the truck to push up. The truck to push up. You want us to keep going? Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving.
When black and brown is under attack, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? When black and brown is under attack, what we gonna do?
Stand up like that.
What we gonna do?
Stand up like that.
What we gonna do?
Stand up like that.
When black and brown is under attack, what we gonna do?
Stand up like that.
Say what we gonna do?
Stand up like that.
What we gonna do?
Stand up like that.
When black and brown is under attack, what we gonna do?
Okay, the truck can stop. Truck can stop.
What we gonna do?
Truck can stop.
When black and brown
We need security in front of the mothers. Security.
what we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Y'all need to move. Y'all need to move. Y'all move over there. Move over there.
All media, move to the side. Cannot be.
Glad confusing because they told me here to be in the middle, and there isn't a agreement on what's happening.
It's like a barely get in front to take photos.
Yeah, I know.
Once we get moving, y'all can start down these organizations. So they want to be out here. Let me go. Right behind them.
Okay, so behind the security is media. Now media, you guys can move where you want, but just don't cut through the security. Go around the security. So if you want to get photos of the mothers on the truck, you go around the security to get the photos of the mother on the truck. If you want to get the photos of the people, the mothers and the families that are marching, you go around the security to get the mothers that are marching. We have a strict protocol for the safety of the marchers. We're not trying to be rude to anybody. All we're trying to do is to make sure that everybody arrives at the Capitol safely. That's our main priority, is safety. Main priority is safety. Which is the main reason why we're marching, because we want our communities to be safe. So it starts here. So when these trucks move, do not move. Because we need space for the security. Because the security needs their space so they're able to analyze any imminent threats that might danger you. And we need to have you guys a certain amount of distance behind the security. We can't have you guys all hooked up with the security. Trust me, it's for your own safety. Okay, we're going to start moving. The trucks is going to move, but everybody else wait. After the trucks move, security will slowly start to move, but everybody else will wait. Even though security is moving, everybody else will wait.
Let's go.
Okay, now everybody else can march. We're going to keep this pace. All right. All right, keep it moving, keep the truck moving, keep the truck moving, keep the truck moving.
No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice.
No justice! No justice! No justice!
No justice. No justice. No justice.
No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice.
Stop, guys.
If Andrew don't get it,
shut it down.
I said if Andrew don't get it,
shut it down.
I said if Andrew don't get it,
shut it down.
If Francisco don't get it,
shut it down.
If Francisco don't get it,
shut it down.
If Francisco don't get it,
shut it down.
If Darius don't get it,
shut it down.
If Darius don't get it,
shut it down.
If Darius don't get it,
shut it down.
If Brianna don't get it,
shut it down.
If Brianna don't get it,
shut it down.
If Brianna don't get it,
shut it down.
If Sandy don't get it,
shut it down.
I said if Sandy don't get it,
shut it down.
If Sandy don't get it,
shut it down.
If Isaac Gaden don't get it,
shut it down.
If Isaac Gaden don't get it,
shut it down.
If Isaac Gaden don't get it,
shut it down.
If Paul don't get it, I said if Paul don't get it, I said if Paul don't get it,
shut it down.
If Cordell don't get it,
shut it down.
If Cordell don't get it,
shut it down.
If Cordell don't get it,
shut it down.
If Brian don't get it, I said if Brian don't get it, I said if Brian don't get it, if George don't get it, I said if George don't get it,
shut it down.
I said if George don't get it, if Elijah don't get it, if Elijah don't get it, if Elijah don't get it,
down.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
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 What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When native lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. 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 No justice, no peace.
Come on.
Prosecute the
I said
no justice, no peace.
Come on.
Prosecute the
I said
no justice, no peace. Prosecute the
I said
no justice.
Come on. We said
No justice.
Come on.
Prosecute the no justice. Prosecute the no justice. Prosecute the no justice. Prosecute the. Get it? I said if Jarvis don't get it. I said if Jarvis don't get it. If Francisco don't get it. If Francisco don't get it. If Francisco don't get it.
Shut it down.
If Andrew don't get it. I said if Andrew don't get it.
Shut it down.
I need y'all to make King Andy Jones proud.
Who's on the ground? We're here. We're here to shut this shit down. Who's on the ground? We're here. We're here to shut this shit down. Fuck 12! Justice, no peace. Fuck 12! Prosecute the police. Fuck 12! Justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. Ain't no college for the people, that's for the people outside. Ain't no college for the people, that's for the people outside. Ain't no college for the people, that's for the people outside. Ain't no college for the people, that's for the people outside. Ain't no college for the people, that's for the people outside.
We are live in St. Paul, Minnesota, walking down University Avenue towards the Minnesota State Capitol for the Mother's March. At the beginning of this large march are mothers and family members of victims of police murder. Many of them were flown in from across the country after a group called Take a Knee Nation raised money to pay their airfare to get here. I expect when we arrive at the Capitol, we'll be hearing from a lot of these families. I believe Breonna Taylor's family is here. Tamir Rice's family is here. Last I heard, maybe 150 family members of various people were able to come out today. And I don't have a list.
Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. holding up because they got.
I'm at the preacher. When these get big and my gun lights up, we gon' be alright.
God bless the kids, this nigga wicked and weird. With me
to the front as one of all the girls.
I need everybody over here with the families. Everybody put your fists up. We own this land. This is our land. Pulling up however we want to, whenever we want to, because we run it. I need all the families in security over here. I need all security over here, and I need all the families on the stage, on the steps. The families gotta go. The families gotta go. We need all the families right over here. We need y'all on the steps. This our land. We pulling up like it's our land. Where the banners at? Bring them up here if we got the banners. We need all the security. Anybody who got guns on the security, we need you protecting these families. And it don't matter what security you with. You need to come up to the front. And you need to check in with Sarge. We need all the families over here. We need the security over here.
Hey, my Sarge is zone.
Zone. Already.
Sorry.
Please be respectful. Let the families get to the front. We need all the families on the front to share. Come up here.
If you security, I need you at the front right now. All security, I need you at the front right now. Hey, if you're here for security, I need you at the front. If you're here for security, what security team you with, I need you at the front. I need you at the front. Security. If you're not a part of security, I need you to back up some. Back up some. Give us a little room here. Media, back up some. We need a little room. We need a real room. We need a little room. Back up, back up, back up. Not trying to be rude. Just want to give a little space. We want the family to come to the front.
Okay, let's get fist up. Fist up. Fist up. So we're going to do a 15-second moment of silence as we take our streets back. Everybody take a knee. If you can, take a knee. Accept the families, accept the families. Everybody take a knee, fist up. Take a knee, fist up. Take a knee, fist up. We're going to do a 15 seconds moment of silence.
Y'all stand.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. All right. I want to say to everybody who made it out today, this is beautiful for these families to be here and see this in Minnesota. This is Minnesota. My God. I told them they have love and they have support and that they will feel it as soon as they got here. Thank you for not letting us down. Thank you. This beautiful event was created by Take a Knee Nation, Families Supporting Families, and Justice Squad, myself. And we got the squad here. If you guys ever need any assistance, the first tent over there is the information desk, and they can help you out. There's plenty of food, there's going to be music, and it's going to be a productive day on learning how we can create change in our community, guys. So I would like to, we got to make it fast because the families got to catch flights. So Lisa.
Didn't know. Hey, don't take it personal. Security. Excuse me.
Tony, where's Tony? Lisa.
My name is Lisa Simpson. I'm the mother of Richard Risher. I'm from Los Angeles, California. In 13 days, it'll be 4 24 years since LAPD assassinated my 18-year-old son. We have here with us Tony Taylor. She's standing right here next beside me. This is the mother of Kerry Ball Jr. Besides her, we got Valerie Rivera. She's the mother of Eric Rivera of Los Angeles, California. Coming up here towards me, we got Deion Smith Downs. She's the mother of James Rivera of Stockton, California. Right here on the left of me, we got Tangela Bradley. She the mother of Carvis Gamble Jr. of Florida, Orlando, Florida. Right here we got Angelique. Come up here. She's the wife. Okay.
I'll be on the alert, bro.
Angelique Kersey. She's the wife of Andrew Kersey. Pierce. Mario Woods. Violet Villarreal. Violet Villarreal, the wife of Francisco Villarreal of Bakersfield, California. Kobe Friday of Stockton, California. His mom is D. Friday. Stephon Clark, the grandma is here, Stephon Clark. Sandy from New York. Isaiah from St. Louis. Isaiah Hammond from St. Louis.
I understand. Can I get you to back up, though?
Henry Green from Columbus, Ohio.
I didn't even talk to you, President.
I know, but I felt a little attacked a little bit.
I'm talking to everybody the same. There's no difference.
Cindy Mitchell is all the way here from Valero, California. Romero.
Oh my God, can I get you back up?
Mario Romero. Cindy Mitchell. Terrence Coleman. Cordell Sherrill. Yes. Billy Atkinson from Atlanta. Okay, Robinson from Atlanta. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I had to been encouraged to speed this up a little so people can't miss their flights. Unfortunately, we won't be able to call everybody's name, but we did want to have a unity. Indian Kager, Georgia as a whole. Okay, they said that their names will go up on the website. TakeAknee.org. JusticeSquad.org. Hey, we got a lot of brothers here from Georgia. No, I'm saying our names. We're not going to let us be not named. That's right. Atlanta, Georgia. And also for the 52 plus states, we stand with all families, the untold families. Okay, guys, we got a strong, powerful warrior among her.
Okay, everybody, we got families from all over the country, okay? All over the country that are here today. And everybody that is here that is representing their loved ones deserves to be saluted and honored. I want everybody to just say this after me. Every case matters. 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 Trying to do us a favor. We are trying to open up all these cases, okay? We have a petition that is online. We're going to try to get it to you. So far, we have 300,000 plus signatures. We want you to sign and join us in solidarity. Every case matters. Every case matters. Every victim matters. Every victim matters. Thank you.
Now we have Valerie Castile, who is here to welcome the families. Miss Val, please. And We actually, can we make space so we can see you guys? Please. Yep, and Emmett Till is represented here as well. Yay! Emmett Till is in representation here as well. All right, can we space out so we can see? Can we please space out, you guys? Come on, you guys. All right, can we space out? Here, can we please create space up on the stage? I'm gonna need everybody to make a bubble around here. So, we need a medical attention specialist up here, please. Medic. We have medics on site.
Everybody back up right here. Give us some room. Give us some room. Back up, back up, back up. Give us some room to breathe.
Whoever is taking the flight at 2 p.m. families, the bus is here. 2 p.m. families, the bus is here. It's right on, yep, there's a big bus. Families in the back corner on the left. Valerie is here real quick. All right, welcome Miss Val, please.
Okay, we got a problem on the steps. We have a medic and someone's hurt or it's hot out here for one thing. And you know Negroes draw heat. Come on now. Y'all know we draw heat. So we're going to have to stretch out, move around, move back a little bit, baby, because there's going to be more of us. Okay. I just want to thank everybody, and I want y'all to give y'all all self a round of applause, because this is what my community looks like. This is what our community looks like. Yes, you got to get on that bus. If your plane leaving at 2 o'clock, you better get to stepping. We love you. We glad you made it. Unfortunately, time ain't on your side. But I love all y'all, and I'm so glad y'all came. And we really appreciate it. We are a community, and we support all the families that are here. And this girl want to say something, Lord. I'm going to hand her the mic.
I want to say something before us mothers get on the bus. I would like to tell y'all something before we get on the bus. We the family who have lost loved ones. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back. My name is Dion Smith Downs. I'm the mother of James Earl Rivera from Stockton, California, who was gunned down inside of a garage, shot 48 times, 18 into his body with AR-15s. He was 16 years old, died the day before his birthday. July 22nd of this year, he'll be 10 years for me. And I have not fight, and I know not stop fighting. But what I want to tell y'all, I came down here, I drove from Stockton, California all the way here when I heard George Floyd said, "Mama." That's why we here. It was a time to wake the world. It was time to wake the conscience up. That's why we're here from all over. So before I leave, I would like to demonstrate something for y'all. He was calling all the mother. The universe had opened up. Our ancestors done heard him. So we cannot continue to stop fighting. We gonna fight, and we gotta fight. This is not for fashion. This is not for a video op, a movie, or a TV deal. This is life. It was a life. It's a life.
shouldn't have to be Instagram-like. Now, I'm challenging all of y'all out here. Every last one of y'all out here. I'm going to let y'all know. My name is Dion Smith Downs. I shouldn't have to be a next hashtag for y'all to stand up. If you support the families, support them now. Support the untold family. We need you. We need you. And I gotta go, but I'm telling y'all, from all the way from Stockton, California, I love y'all. And thank y'all for welcoming us in your city.
Can we clear the steps real quick? Can everybody either go to the right or to the left so we can have an aisle for people to come and go? If you need to get the 2 p.m. buses over there waiting for you guys, for the families. The charter bus is waiting.
Security gonna walk you over there.
Yeah, come back here. Come back.
Give it up for the families, yo.
Madaki, I'm here on behalf of Native Lives Matter, and I'm representing one of many families. I want to quickly say the names of Jonathan Tubby, Corey Kanash, Phil Quinn, Billy Hughes, Jordan Love, Ryan Gibb, and there's many more families out here. But most of all, I want to bring light to Paul Castaway, whose picture is above me. Today makes 5 years. Can I finish? Today makes 5 years since Paul Castaway was taken from his family. And his family is here with us today. They're somewhere in the crowd. And I ask if everybody can quick put their fist up and just take a 5-second moment of silence for Paul. Justice for Paul Castaway! All right, so
Good afternoon from Georgia. My name is Kathy Scott. My son's name was Jarvis Lights. He was shot and killed on December 29, 2017 in Columbus, Georgia by a Georgia State trooper. My son's death could have been prevented, but there was no indictment. If we could just get away from qualified immunity, we can get some justice. That is the problem. Qualified immunity is what protects these polices to continue doing what they're doing to our people. And if we get out there and vote these corrupted elected officials we got in office, we can get some justice. Please vote. Get these corrupted people out of the office, y'all. We need to get qualified immunity abolished. That's the only way we will get justice. Again, my name is Kathy Scott Lights. My son's name was Jarvis Lights. I am from Columbus, Georgia, and I stand in unity and solidarity with every mother, every family that is going through this. I stand with you. Thank you.
Any families that are here that need to leave by 2 o'clock? Whose plane is leaving? Anybody else? All right. Okay. Now, 1 second. We're sticking to the program. We have a program. So everybody be patient. Families, please be patient. It's tough because everybody wants to say something. But we have to be mindful that we don't have time to do that today. There's a lot of stories. We're relying on you guys to challenge yourselves to know these families' names. They will be listed, and please support these families. That's all they're asking for. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marilyn Hill. I just feel like police brutality. What if it was one of their child that one of us done that to? How would they feel? My son, Demetrius Hill, was brutally killed by a police officer in August of 1997. He was in St. Paul on the east side of Westminster in the back of an apartment building that my mother and father lived in. He was going inside a building and the officer shot him 3 times and turned around and picked him up and carried him in the front and waited for the paramedics, and they never showed up at the time. My son would have been alive if they hadn't picked my son up and carried him. They should have left him standing there until the paramedics came. I'm fighting for justice because they never said sorry.
They felt they were justified. They called themselves trying to put a robbery on my son when there was no gun. And the two guys I just found out went and did time after 23 years. I feel there's no peace, so I'm looking for justice.
Okay, Michelle Gross from Communities United Against Police Brutality. Michelle Gross, please make your way up here, please. Michelle? Yep, 1 second.
So I gotta run out of here. My name is Andrew Ocasio. I'm the son of Sandy Guardiola. My mother was killed in upstate New York during a wellness check. If you can see this picture on my shirt, my mother was a 20-year law vet. Not only that, she was a Columbia University graduate, a master's degree in social work, because she loved helping people. Now, my mother was killed during a wellness check. The officer entered her bedroom without a warrant, entered her home without a warrant. We were never called to be informed that her wellness was something of concern. When my sister got the call 5 hours after my mother was shot, they told us that my mother was in her living room with her gun pointed to her head and they had no other option. So they told my sister right away that she was in the living room with her gun pointed to her head, but she was killed and shot 3 times in her bed. Now, I'm gonna wrap it up. You can go to Justice for Sandy G on Facebook and Instagram and change.org to find out more. But her story highlights it doesn't even matter. She became law enforcement to escape the streets. She didn't want us to come to the streets of Brooklyn, New York. But it does not even matter because you could be one of them and all that matters is this. This is what they'll pay attention to. They won't even give you a day in court. She did not get 1 day in court. So God bless you all for coming out here and supporting all these families. And lastly, before I go, I advocate for my mother, but not only for her, but for the thousands of Sandys we never even heard of. There are so many stories that aren't even told and not even heard of that they keep under the wraps. We cannot let that happen. We gotta expose them all. We gotta get justice for them all. Say her name, Sandy G. 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 I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
Ashley, to come forward. You just text me, Ashley. Come forward, please. We got time for that. And then I got a poem real quick.
Hello, family. So my name is Brian. Y'all may have seen me on 38th. I'll be on 38th all the time. I do have a poem. I am talking to my black men as y'all sister right now. Our mamas is up here. Our mamas is up here. So I'm talking to my black men. Black lives love, you heard me? So I just want to start off real quick because, you know, I love y'all. So that's all this is about. It's about love. So I'm going to say I love y'all, and I want to hear I love you too. You heard me? I love y'all! I love y'all! I love y'all! All right, Black Lives Love. Black Lives Love. Negro, I'm going to pop off if you don't step up. Did you see how they're killing us? Gun him down, suffocated, beat her up, killed her too, hanging me, that shit ain't happening. I said fuck 12, fuck white supremacy. Catch me with my guns aimed at their heads too. Kill who has killed you. Kill who has killed you. I've been a walking dead body for 24 years. Last night I seen my face get zipped up in a body bag. We are all one people. Negro, they enslaving us for drugs, money, and jewelry. Our black skin is target practice. They lock us up, throw away the key. My brother doing 20 years when the police get pensions after murking them. While another man commit the same crime, do less time. Our own system fucks over us and they act like we don't know it. Like I'm asleep when I'm woke, told they ass I'm from the hood. I ain't never had no curfew. My own people stay me. I'm still gonna go crazy protecting them. I'm gonna die behind mine. I've been here, this battle is repetitive. I've been fighting this war so long that I subconsciously remember it. I'm gonna go off when I need to. I want all the smoke. I'm fed up. I don't care what my people do, as long as y'all stand with me, protecting me. Generational enslavement, they blame us for being lost when they mind fucked us for centuries. Like Rain said, I just want to be black. On any wall, any street where my blood don't stain concrete, where I don't have to be the unwatered flowers laying on my ancestors' graves or the eulogy. I can feel them in my bloodstream. I don't need permission. We don't need permission. We don't need permission. They don't need permission to grieve on the blocks we've been slaughtered on. We've been violated. How they lost. How they confused while we hurt and angry. Let me collect my debt. Let me warn them how I see fit. Strange fruit is too close. White America, I said, fuck you. People hurt by fires more than dead bodies in the middle of the streets. I'm out of breath. I said I can't breathe. My own people slander me when they don't understand my reality. The systems have strangled me, and I'm gonna fight for my right to breathe. I'm a little different. I'm a little different from my ancestors in a generation before me. I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna take. By any means necessary, I'm gonna live. Don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm gonna ride, I'm gonna rise, I'm gonna ride, I'm gonna rise. Like Maya Angelou said, I ain't scared. Bring your ass. This our fight. Yeah, I'm mad. Yeah, I'm here. Ready for a war in a battlefield where the scent of my blood is just another day in the hood. Vine says she peaceful. Yeah, I'm peaceful, and I'm violent. For every black boy and girl in America, I'm my people's protection. And most days, I don't even carry my pole on me. Matter of fact, it got taken, yet I'm always safe. I'm always good. I'm always straight. I was born in the water, yet my insides burn with fire. I'm always outside giving my love. This love right here is unconditional, required. Ain't a bill or a business standing I trade my people for. Some won't understand it, but I promise it's freely given. Everything I said, I'm gonna stand on it. I done blood on it. I love you. 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 When I look at you, when I look at you, I see me. I see me. And since I'm always good, y'all will be too. If she ain't got the money and he ain't got the will, if she's scared and she heard my brother said he gon' kill shit, I can't be a hypocrite. I'm with it. This genocide leaves me acting impulsively. My sister said y'all phones trigger her. The other day some soldiers snatched the pole, destroyed the phone. Respect this black grief, or these riots gon' escalate. I'm outside. I don't choose to be. Yet my ancestors and my intuition won't let me sleep. A black boy that he can breathe, and he will breathe. From a boy to a man, he better protect me. I love y'all, cause I love y'all, cause from a mother, from a woman, from a girl to a woman. It ain't been no time in my life, and no time in my life where I haven't been a problem. I'm a problem. But I'm a solution too, my babies. I'm a solution too. Love my mamas, I love my mamas, I love my mamas. I'm on stage now, I love you.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone? My son's name is Kobe Friday. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. My son was executed by Officer David Wills August the 8th, 2016 in Stockton, California. I just want to say that it's a sad thing when you're killed by mistaken identity. So my son was killed by he was the wrong person that they were looking for. He wasn't even the right person. So I just want to say, no justice, no justice, no justice, no cookie. Thank you.
We have a beautiful sweet treat for everybody. We have the beautiful Ashley DeBose here. She's gonna sing for us. We can do better than that. Come on now.
Thank you. It's really not about me. It's about these families who are hurting today. And I just pray that God sees that justice is served in each and every case. And we pray that these cases will be open, each and every one of them.
That's right, Ashley.
So thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm honored to be here. I'm going to sing a song that I wrote called Life Goes On.
Let's go.
And
it goes on. It goes on. It goes on.
Little birdie on my window pane, he flew away with no cares in the world. I wish that I could give him all my troubles so he could take them far away. So many weights placed on my shoulders, and it's dragging me down. Feels like one thing after another every time I turn around. But the sun comes up in the morning, and the moon brings light to the night. In the summer heat melts the snow away in time, with fireworks in July. Every ending has a beginning, every beginning has an end. Like a wave that's tossed in the ocean, or a line that's drawn in the sand. And life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Yeah, life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Hey, life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Yes, it does. Life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. I met a man the other day, had some difficulties worse than me. I wondered how he could smile through it all. He said, listen closely, and this is what he told me. There's a purpose for everything we go through. Just put your trust in the one who made you. And when you feel like giving up, just think of the things you're living for. Cause the sun comes up in the morning, and the moon brings light to the night. And the summer heat melts the snow away in time, with fireworks in July. Every ending has a beginning, every beginning has an end. Like a wave that's tossed in the ocean, or a line that's drawn in the sand. And life goes on, it goes on. If you believe it, sing it with us, say it. You owe me pictures. It goes on, the good and the bad, yeah, yeah. It goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Yeah, life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Oh, yeah. But it gets hard sometimes hard. No, it ain't always easy. It ain't always easy, no. But I gotta learn to let it go, let it go, let it go. And it helps to know, it helps to know that the sun comes up in the morning, and the moon brings light to the night. And the summer heat melts the snow away in time, with fireworks in July. Every ending has a beginning, every beginning has an end. Like a wave that's tossed in the ocean, or a line that's drawn in the sand. Oh, said it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. If you believe it, sing it. Life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Yes, it does. Life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Oh, life goes on, it goes on, it goes on. Yeah.
anytime you want to. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you listen to your music. I'm Ashley Dubose. That's D-U-B-O-S-E. Or you can go to ashleydubose.com. Thank you. God bless you all for the work that you're doing. And justice for all.
That was beautiful. Man. So, that's such an encouraging song. I heard her sing it at Philando's event, and I was like, you have to come here for these mothers to hear the same encouragement. So we are going to have yet another poem here. Beautiful local people have put a lot of time into this program to making it beautiful for all these families here.
Hi, everybody. My name is Uriah. Real quick, I just want to tell y'all a little bit about where I'm from. I'm from Joliet, Illinois. And just like out here and everywhere else around the nation, there's a lot of injustices going on. This is not about me, like Ashley said. I reached out to a family from where I'm from, and I want to speak for them because they're not able to be here. There's a man named Eric Lurie. He was a husband. He had 3 kids. He was an aspiring barber, and he was on his way to get his CDL licenses the same month that Joliet police murdered him. They initially reported that he was found in the parking lot of the police station by the fire department due to an overdose. 6 months later, after an independent investigation from his family, his wife was notified during an interview that one officer from Joliet Police Department decided to expose them and put out a video. This video showed Eric Lurie ingesting the drugs. The officer Doug May and Bill McHugh, when they got to the police station, they did not call paramedics, they did not call EMTs, they did not administer Narcan. They choked him, they held his nose for 1 minute and 38 seconds. They slapped him and they called him a bitch and they put a police baton in his mouth. They did not call paramedics, they did not call EMTs, they did not administer Narcan. These officers proceeded, because another video got released of the outside, they went and got a defibrillator because they knew he was dead. Joliet police lied. Joliet, I'm calling you out. Jim Glasgow, you, Will County State's Attorney, you need to prosecute officers Doug May and Bill McHugh in the negligent murder and torture of Eric Lurie. Joliet Mayor, I'm calling you out. Bob is something about these Bobs, let me tell you. Just like Bob Crow, Bob Odekirk, he has an extensive record as a former officer. He's got caught on video before in the 90s harassing somebody. Hispanics. Joliet Mayor, you gotta go. You gotta go. Bob Odekirk. Justice for all of these families. Justice for Eric Lurie. All of them. Black, brown, native people. This all speaks to the injustices. All these families that are able to make it out here. Speak to the injustices we face as black and brown people in this country. So all of that has inspired me to put how I feel into a poem. This is my first poem ever. The title of this is Tell Us. The premise is that we are all here together, speaking to our oppressor. Like I said, the title of this piece is Tell Us.
Yes, queen.
Good afternoon, Mr. Oppressor. I know you think of me as lesser, so I'm here with my friends. Not to make amends, but for you to tell us. Tell us, why don't you understand that Black Lives Matter? Is that so hard to conceptualize? I mean, damn, this world when the media got a hold on your mind. Amnesia must got the best of you, cause that look in your eyes, it's so reminiscent of cabinet members who keep their prejudice in disguise. Blank stares to hide the guilt from the blank stares you put in our face to keep us from a place where you can tell us. Tell us, why is it so hard for us to get here? Just to have a conversation. It takes all these protests, you pass facetious laws talking about civil unrest just to mask that footage from your frivolous vest, Mr. Oppressor. What is it that you take us for? Will you tell us? Tell us, why does black bother you? I say Black Lives Matter, you say all or change it to blue. You take us for fools, huh? You send out your rats, telling us manipulated stats to dispute the fact you break our backs for this country. We built, we did that. So it's no more ignoring, snoring. Wake that ass up, big fella, we said no justice, no peace. And I need y'all to say that last half with me. No justice. No justice. No justice. And that's what the fuck we mean. Can't let you forget, Mr. Oppressor, I brought my friends with me. let alone just these. It's friends all around the world behind this. So I'm done asking, you gon' tell us. Tell us what the deal is with these predatory police. A doctor and a counselor go to school for years at a university. These hogs go for 19 weeks. Are you kidding me? They show us it's a crime just to be black. My bad. Can't let you forget, Mr. Oppressor, I got my friends with me. Let alone just these, it's friends all around the world behind this, so I'm done asking, you gon' tell us. Tell us what the deal is with these predatory police. A doctor and a counselor go to school for years at a university. These hogs go for 19 weeks. Are you kidding me? Give them a badge and a gun and they around our streets. They show us it's a crime just to be black. Still slave patrolling, just putting bullets instead of a whip in our backs. We demand a change in tactics and you paint on streets. Performative gestures to flip the script, nothing more than tic-tacs. So yeah, Mr. Oppressor, keep on slinging that leather, cause it's your system, no longer bodies next in line to get cracked. I told you, I'm done asking. I said what I said. Perceptions of dark skin have been branded as a threat. Criminalization of our young men a priority. I know just what it is you don't want us to see. In class, you start us off with slavery, make our regal history a mystery, because you and I both know, Mr. Oppressor. If we realize our capability, you will be no longer. Continuously, you try your best to compress, and yet we rise stronger. Create beauty from the pain, masterpieces from your scraps. Our supreme black mother from the grasses of Africa, she holds the key to us all. And if we ascertain that, every fiber of your foundation will fall. It is time now to open your eyes. 2020, no coincidence that this year coincides with perfect vision. Every month we're going through something different. Something that exposes more and more that white men were the only ones in mind when initially creating this system. It's not broken. It's functioning just how you meant it. But that don't mean it doesn't need fixing. Unity and love in numbers is power. We have to use what we got. Because in the paramount of in the words of the paramount, Miss Assata Shakur, ain't no power like the power of people, because the power of people don't stop. Say it with me. Ain't no power like the power of people, because the power of people don't stop. Let them hear you say, ain't no power like the power of people, because the power of people don't stop. One more time. Ain't no power like the power of people, because the power of people don't stop. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Phenomenal.
How y'all doing? Y'all sleep out there. How y'all doing? Hey, I'm gonna say one thing and I just need y'all to follow after me. Y'all ready? It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and care for one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. One more time. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. And it is our duty to win. We must love and care for one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Clap it up for yourselves. Thank y'all. My name is Sierra Hamilton. I'm from Barstow, California, from San Bernardino County, the forgotten county in America. It's racism and systemic all over. My cousin was shot and killed back in 2018, April 5th, by 4 officers. They fired 30 shots into a vehicle that Deontay Yarber was driving. They inflicted another person. He died from asphyxiation. He took 10 of those bullets. They didn't give him first aid or nothing. They didn't even try to resuscitate him. They let him choke on his own blood. I just wanted to come out here to spread we came all the way from all over today, mothers, families, just to tell y'all that we are hurting. It ain't just George Floyd, it ain't just Trayvon, it's a lot of us, it's a lot of our unnamed. So if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna just say my little verse real quick, it's 60 seconds and I'm off the mic, y'all ready? Quick
equal. When we created as equal. The system's so evil, been peeping the bullshit straight through my people. These lies are deceitful. Enough is enough, time to go into beast mode. We need the media, we need the press to press the entire police force. They murdered my cousin, he choked on his own blood and never tried to resuscitate. We're praying for better days. I know it definitely pushes them right through them heaven gates. Take what is left of me, fight to the death of me, to continue your legacy. We coming with weaponry, COC next to me, eating his life better, definitely. Now I will respectfully say effectively, these cops using their forces aggressively. You get no respect for me, don't get next to me. You too close, I feel like you a threat to me. Father Heavenly, as I walk through the shadows of death, I'll keep me in tech on me. Father Heavenly, as I walk through the shadows of death, I'll keep me in tech on me. We living in a time and day, we need to unite our race. Look, and buy up the block in space, and buy up the blocks in K's. Look, invest in some stocks and save, and open our thoughts and brains. Look, go build up our home today and show we not they slaves. Justice for Deontay Arbery.
We got that fire today. Y'all out here killing it. Killing it. Dang. All right. Take a knee. One. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an organization, y'all. Not literally taking it. My bad. My bad. Whoa. 1 second.
How long?
Till we win.
That's right, till we win. How long?
Till we win.
How long?
Till we win.
Yeah, you know they want us to get off the streets, but we ain't gonna leave the streets till we get justice, ain't that right?
That's right,
Yeah, that's what's up. My name is Brock Satter. I'm from Boston. I'm with Mass Action Against Police Brutality and also Take a Knee Nation. You know, we're one of the main organizers of this event with Justice Squad and many other organizations. And definitely want to shout out everyone who put so much hard work to make this a success. In just 5 weeks, you know, we organized this with basically no money, no resources, and showing the sentiment in this country and that there's truly a time for a change. We brought over 111 families together from across the country. In Boston, we have 3 families here. Just wanted to shout them out, recognize the family of Terrence Coleman, Usama Rahim, and Bo Ramsey, who are all fighting to reopen their case. I just wanted to read, I also want to give a shout out, he couldn't be here today, but he was one of the main inspirers and organizers of this event, Mel Reeves. He's a well-known community figure in Minneapolis. His grandson had an untimely death, and he had to go be with his family at the wake today. But his heart is with us, and we're trying to hold it down for him, so we want to give it up for Mel Reeves and his essential role in pulling this off. So I just wanted to read, I want to read a declaration that was affirmed at the Conference of Families yesterday, and this is how it goes. Declaration of the National Mothers March and Weekend Against Police Violence. We come from all walks of life. We may be strangers, we may be friends, and we may not always see eye to eye. But we know better than anyone the pain of losing our loved one to the hands of the police, and the insult of having what's supposed to be our own government cover up these crimes to protect the killers. Our loved one's death may have received national attention or may have never received the attention it deserved, but we resolve to support each other in our fight for justice through our criminal and civil cases. We must come together united in one voice to demand justice for all. Mothers and families of those killed by police call on the protest movement, all organizations, organizers, politicians, clergy, public figures, and protesters to not use our loved ones' murder at the hands of police to advance any agenda that does not include justice. We call on the world's support in our fight by demanding that all past cases of police brutality be reopened. We demand the prosecution and conviction of all cops guilty of murder, abuse, and cover-ups, and those in government who aid and abet them. We call on all protesters to remain in the streets and join us in this historic and righteous struggle. We must end the system of policing as we know it, because our protests will not stop until we receive justice, till we win. Justice for all. Prosecute the police. Reopen all past cases of police brutality. Next stop, the Department of Justice, Washington, D.C., August 28th, 2020. Reopen all the cases. You know, there's a march on Washington going on that day. And, you know, like Malcolm said in the original march, they were marching between Washington and Lincoln. I think they were doing something. All they were doing was walking between Washington and Lincoln. So when we're in Washington, D.C. on that Friday, we want to be somewhere that matters. And we want to be at the DOJ demanding they reopen all the cases. If you want to march in the name of the families, you got to put their demands at the center of that. So that's one of the central demands. So I just want to encourage people to continue. There's a fair that's been organized across the street. There's still going to be an open mic where many other families will be speaking and telling the rest of their stories. We just didn't have enough time because there's so many families. And that's the grotesque reality that we face, that we need to erase from our country. So with that, till we win, y'all.
Till we win.
I will see you all in D.C. on the 28th.
And then, yep. Okay, and then we have I would like to thank Sonia. Where are you? Sonia Solmanad. They hosted all these families with Justice Squad. And we got these families in, welcomed in, taken care of. They had a great conference, good food, good time. Thank you for all the volunteers on behalf of Justice Squad. You guys have rocked it for these families. Man, if you want to join in and participate, we have more than enough. We need help on both of our teams, Justice Squad and Solmanad. We need your help. And then we also, of course, cannot forget 10K. They made sure this march was safe with the Freedom Riders. Man, the Freedom Riders are out here all the time. 10K has been out here coming, hitting the pavement. So I'd like them to have a moment as well. Royce.
Oh, hello. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Royce White. I was born and raised in St. Paul in the Twin Cities. I'm a native, so it means a lot to me to see Minnesotans come out here and support these families. We're honored to be able to stand here with these families. There's a lot of talk going on in the community right now about organizations and whose mission is what. For us this week, all we wanted to do is come out here and support the families, support Ashley, support Mel, and give the system the same amount of hell that they've been giving these families for so many years. And so, you know, for us at the 10K Foundation, what we're interested in is renegotiating the social contract with the state, 100%, at every level. The state has become too tyrannical. The state is out of control. The state doesn't care about the people. They don't know the people. And most importantly, the state doesn't own the people. So every time we get a chance to, we're going to push back on the state. We're going to push back on the system. Me, myself, personally, I have no interest in running for office. We're going to hold all these politicians accountable no matter what party they run for. When they're elected, the free people of this country need to keep their eyes on these politicians and their promises. Their promises have become meaningless, and that's why we marched up here on the Capitol. That's why we put that big truck right up on the front lawn to let them know that even when they're elected by the people, they still have to be true to the people and the things that they promised us. Okay, so, you know, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to speak because we're going to keep putting these events together. We're going to keep doing this as long as we can. And thank you for coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. On behalf of the 10K Foundation, we want to thank these families for making this long journey from all of their places that they've come from. We want to wish them safe travels home. Free people of America versus the state. We're winning. We're winning. Every time we come together like this, we're winning. 1 point, free people of America. Thank you.
Thank you to street veterans. They have kept us safe as well. I left somebody out and I apologize. And then yesterday we had the Sounds of Blackness come out and perform for these families. My God, Everybody fell to the floor. It was incredible. So keep continuing to support these local organizations. They're out here fighting for these families. Y'all know y'all loved in Minnesota. Minnesota, you guys have turned out for them again. Thank you so much. We are moving everything over there where there's drinks, there's food, and there's going to be music. So we're going to close it out with celebration. And then we have one closer because we are taking control of our stories. We also are now controlling the media. And we have chosen who we are going to release our stories to. And we got y'all. All the local ones we have specifically called Unicorn Riot. Y'all been in them trenches. Y'all been in them trenches. Getting beanbag, boozled, all types of stuff. So thank you for everybody's sacrifice. And we got another person who has been here in these streets with our families, recording it in the trenches with us, endangering yourself, just so she can fight for justice for us. So here we go.
Hey, I'm going to be real quick. So many of us have turned away from the news because it is oppressive and depressing. Why? Because when a white cop killed a black man, they talk about the criminal history of that black man as if he caused his own death. And then they talk about the accolades and awards of that white cop. And we say no more. We say no more. How many of us know that we have to be in control of our own stories? Because what happened is WCCO and Fox 9 News, they come out here and they take a piece of this and then they take a piece of that, and that's supposed to be the narrative. They show the vandalism and the riots, but what about the food drives and the donations and the peaceful demonstrations?
They want you to know that. Y'all want you to know our people so good.
I organized. I gotta be real quick. So I organized my own news channel for us, by us. Say for us, by. We got your back. So we got your back. All right. So make sure you check out News on Purpose on the Facebook, News on Purpose MN, and on YouTube. Subscribe because we need our own mainstream to be. We need our own media to become mainstream.
Mainstream.
So we have options to see what's happening. Thank you, mothers, for coming out here. You want to keep in touch with what's happening? Follow News on Purpose. Follow Unicorn Riot. I'm not just going to speak for myself. There are local channels and platforms that are coming out here telling the truth, telling the real, and it is for us, by us. Follow News on Purpose. Subscribe. Thank you.
And with us, always with us, is Native Lives Matter. And I want to give them their opportunity because they are important. We are on stolen land. This is not our land. So let's give them the honor that they deserve as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Black Elk. I'm here on behalf of Native Lives Matter. And I'm also here on behalf of my brother Paul Castaway. He was murdered by the police in Denver, Colorado in July 12, 2015. Today marks his 5th anniversary that he's been killed by the police. And we're out here in the streets for everyone, for everyone that's out here that's been killed by the police. We're out here showing solidarity with everyone that's been killed by the police. So we just want to give a shout out to everyone that's been showing us support, that's been here. And we just want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys for being out here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So there's a quick announcement I want to make. Today, like I said, today marks my brother's 5th anniversary. He's been, tonight at 7 o'clock, it's going to be that time where he was murdered by the police in Denver, Colorado. So today, we are having a party in the park at Minnehaha Falls for my brother.
Yes.
So I'm inviting all of you who wants to go, and it's going to be at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna have some cake. We're gonna have some balloons released.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna have music. So if you guys can come, I wish you guys would, show up. It'll be good. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. So I want to give a shout out to everyone. I know I've been out here a lot speaking on this microphone in Minneapolis and St. Paul, but today I just want to give a shout out to my mom who flew in from Denver, Colorado. Yeah. And we also got families who came in from other states. This is another part of our Native Lives Matter. She lost her brother in Utah. His name is Corey Kanash. So she's going to be there with us too. Yeah. So we got Jonathan Tubby's family out here. We got Jesse Lee Rowe's family out here. You know? Justice for Jesse. So I just want, before I get off the mic, Ryan Gibb, his family's here too. So right before I get off the mic, I just want to let you guys know that since, that we're having the party in the park today, I also organized a march in Denver, Colorado where people's going to shut shit down. And I also organized a big march in Richmond, California, where they're going to take the goddamn Golden Gate Bridge. So I just want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys. From Native Lives Matter, Justice for Paul! Justice for Paul! Justice for Paul! Justice for Paul! Thank you. We hope to see you guys there.
And then we got one more important group here that's going to close out in prayer. And then we're going to take over there where all the food and everything is, guys. This is Tashira Garraway, President of Family Supporting Families Against Police Violence.
And also standing here with, I just wanted to mention before I go into the prayer, my sister here, Miss Delshia, her son who died, Hardell Sherrill, who died in the prison here in, not a prison, it was a jail, here in the state of Minnesota, and they neglected him and just let that man suffer for days, and he was carried out in a body bag. I stand here with my sister Ashley, and I want to thank her because she did a beautiful job with this event, and she worked tirelessly to put this all together and everything. And also my sister here, Sonia, who she is, and along with Miss Delshia, a true, and Miss Ann, and all of you guys, true prayer warriors that give me strength, and I need that strength, and we need that strength. We need God's strength through this. What we're going through and what we're facing in these times, we need God's strength, because we must understand that there is one force behind all of us that will get the truth and the justice that we deserve, and it's God. God is taking out of everything, and that's why the world is in chaos and going the way that it's going. We gotta put God back in it. We gotta put God back in it, because God is tired. God is tired of what these people are doing to oppress our people. God is tired. There is no one good deed that goes unpunished. Every last officer that is involved with these murders, they got to stand before God. The same God that Ardell and Brian and Justin and all of our loved ones had to stand in front of. They got to stand in front of that same God. So we got to remember to put him back in it, because we can't win without him. If we could win without him, we would have already won. We would have already won if we could win without God. God is the one that brought us together today. He's the one that brought us together. We didn't do it. We don't get no glorification. It belongs to God. We must understand that. We must understand that.
thank you for bringing us together today. We ask that you continue to keep us together, Lord. Continue to guide our footsteps, Lord. Take us in the direction in which you want us to go, not the direction in which we want to go. Take us out of ourselves, dear God. Remove me from myself, Lord Jesus, so that I can work for you. This is about you, not us. I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for putting it in Ashley's heart. I thank you for putting it in everyone's heart that's out here today. Lord, look at our hearts. Despite our downfalls as human beings, look at our hearts. We're crying out and we're pleading for your help. We're pleading for your help to help us, Lord. To help us to get the truth and the justice that we deserve. To help us to come together now more than ever before. We get it and we understand now, Lord, that we cannot and we will not make it without you. But you're the force that's going to stop them. Stop them from hurting your people. We are all your people. It's one race, and that's the human race in which you created, dear God. So continue to lift us up, Lord. Lift us up to the men and the women that you want us to be. Not what the world is trying to create out of us, but what you want us to be. I thank you right now. This is all by your grace and your mercy, and we give you the highest praise. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name I pray. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
One more quick announcement, because Twin Cities stands together really. They fed these families amazing, incredible food this weekend, and they did it off all their donations, off their own pockets. They fed all the families and took care of all the volunteers. So thank you. She's here with them.
Hi, my name's Anthea. I'm with, I guess, 3 organizations, really. So I'm with Justice Squad, with Families Supporting Families Against Police Violence, and Twin Cities Stand Together. And it's so beautiful to see that all 3 of us could come together and make this event work, feed our families, feed everyone. And I'm so thankful for the community for helping us put this together and donate. And yeah, we had 2 beautiful days of being able to feed them. Jerk watermelon, chicken, pineapple boats. Yeah, so if you guys are ever curious of how to support us, we have our own Instagram for Twin Cities Stand Together. I think it's literally called Twin Cities Stand Together. Otherwise, if you look at the other Instagram for Families Supporting Families, it's FSFAPV, so our acronym, FSFAPV. And like we said before, this is Paul's 5th anniversary. We have his story on there. Please share it. Please, even after his anniversary and after we go to the party for Paul, I want for these names to keep continuing. We also have Lionel Lewis or Twan Lewis that also his anniversary is coming up, and he has been taken away for 18 years now. We have Mia, his daughter, that's representing him, and so we'll be sharing that story as well. So any sort of events that you would like to attend that's for the families, or if you want to help with volunteering with Twin Cities Stand Together, get in contact with me. You can find me through the Instagrams. So thank you so much for showing up, and we really love you and we really appreciate you.
So you guys, to challenge yourselves, there's a lot of organizations here, okay? Challenge yourselves. It's all on social media. We got Justice Squad. We got a website. We got an Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go challenge yourselves. Solmanad needs help. 10K needs help. Twin Cities Stand Together needs help. Everybody needs help. If you guys want to get involved, we know what to do, when to do it, how to do it. All we need is the people to volunteer. So start joining us. There's a lot of work to do. We got laws to change and shit to do. So let's get it together. Thank you, and we'll see you on the other side.
Ashley, you got to thank one more person. There's somebody that's been working day and night, rescheduling all of the schedulings. And that person is Ashley Quinones. Everybody say thank you, Ashley! Say thank you, Ashley! Say thank you, Ashley! You're an inspiration and motivation to everybody and a light to all of us. Thank you for being that. Thank you, Ashley.
I know she's too humble and she always forgets to say her own husband's name, so let's say it for her, okay? When I say Brian, you say Quinones. Brian! 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 When I say Brian, you say Quinones. Brian! 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 If Brian don't get it, shut it down! If Brian don't get it, shut it down! If Brian don't get it, shut it down! Thank you guys. We love you, Ashley.
Is there anybody that needs water? There's water up here on the stairs. Stay hydrated, please. Come get some water on the stairs.
Hey everyone, this is Emma. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, the rally ended over here in front of the Minnesota State Capitol, and they've been telling everybody about the other stuff that's happening this way. Across the street, there's a bunch of tents set up there, and there's some vendors and food, and I see a bounce house. So I'm gonna head over there, but I'm gonna stop this stream because my phone is really hot. It's warm out here today. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, this was live in St. Paul, Minnesota. This is the Minnesota State Capitol. This was the Mother's March. A bunch of mothers and family members of victims of police violence and people who were killed by police from across the country were flown out here for a weekend of activities that ended with this march here that started at University in Dale and went down University Avenue here to the steps of the Minnesota State Capitol. So thank you for watching, thank you for sharing, and have a good, safe day, everyone.